Ah, geyser. That's right. That was the other thing I was going to investigate, and that is geothermal power. Oh, here's the alien power augmenter. So, generates power based on the total amount of power on the attached power grid. Able to extract power from the soma by blasting it with energy. Interesting that that doesn't use that much in the way of advanced tech, but it does need 10 soma sloops, and those are rare. Now, in the meantime, that uses some of the high-speed connectors, so we need to make a few of those ourselves. Okay, power production. 50 to 150, 100 megawatt average. Okay, so power production actually fluctuates. Interesting. Our consumption also fluctuates, so that's kind of fine. Pure geyser, 400 megawatt average. I mean, that's pretty good. So each one of those is more powerful than a coal one, because that's only 75. So that's not too bad. So let's make some high-speed connectors. I want to make at least one of those. Okay, so let's get 50 circuit boards and 56. That's weird, but alright. Well, so 560 is 10, so it's 5600 for 100, but we only need 50, so half of 5600 is 2800. 2500? Oh, this is annoying. I hate it how it halves everything. And I need 4 more. Hey, there we go. I think that's correct. I hate that you can't just, like, shift right click or something. At least you don't seem to be able to, unless I've just not done it correctly. Don't seem to be able to just shift right click in order to get a configurable amount. No, that was wrong. There we go. 50 of those. Right, let's now make our high-speed connectors. This is basically along the same lines as the SAM stuff that I don't see the benefit in having a dedicated production for it, because I don't have that many uses for it. Oh, perfect. Nice. So we've scouted this way before. I don't know why these are showing as black areas. I'm sure I've been to the tops of them. Also, it's nighttime, which is not the best time to explore. Oh, my bad. No, I haven't been up to the tops of these, because there was the poison stuff in the way, and I didn't know how to counteract that at the time. But now we have explosives. I don't know how many I have. I have none on me. Okay, I need to make some more pipe bombs, it turns out. That's awkward. Mind you, this does look like a clear path to just walk up there from over here, actually. Let's build a pylon there. I don't think I had the zip line when I was previously looking around here. Okay, so now we can explore this area. Oh, I just fell down. Dope. That's annoying. Did it show up though? It did. Yeah, I didn't see anything of interest up there anyway. This is just leaves and wood. It's nothing spectacular. There's no... Oh, there's a slug over that side. Okay. And there's a slug up here. Right, so it's all about the slugs. Let's just jump up here anyway. We can use our parachute to kind of skate up. I mean, I do need more power shards, so that's fine. And then there's another slug all the way up there too, which we've kind of been there before. I guess I didn't collect it, which is weird. I can see quite a few hanging around. Nighttime is actually quite a good time to explore, to collect slugs specifically. I'll give it that. So I didn't have explosives and I didn't have a parachute at the time that I was scouting out originally. You can see where I built some power lines. There's actually a wreck up there that I assume that I did collect everything from. We went this way, it seems. And this way. And in fact, up to there. There's a slug over there. Oh, that is in fact the way to the geyser. Okay. These power lines aren't actually connected up, are they? They are. Okay, cool. Oh, our production's dipping again. Our coal is screwing up again over the far side. Why does it keep doing that? I don't understand. Oh, now it's dipping a second. Wait, what? Oh, I think it's backing up. I think that's the rubber. I think that's the rubber backing up, which means that it's then backing up on the byproduct, which is bad news. Everything's going to grind to a halt. We need to get back over there fast, I think. There they are. Perfect. And then we can get up to where our tubes are. Yeah, I picked up all of the plastic. I did not check the rubber. As if what I think has happened is happening. Basically what it means is that if the rubber or the plastic, if either of them back up to the point that it can't be produced, then the oil will also back up. The byproduct will no longer be being produced, which means that not enough of the coal will be produced for the power plants. And then everything stops working. And that's a big problem. But that's the other thing about me wanting to get the monorail technology. Because if I can figure out a way to get a train to run all the way across to my actual base, then I can manage those sorts of things myself more easily. Though it's also a fair point that I could just run conveyor belts. So you're full, aren't you? You're completely full, aren't you? Yes, okay. You are completely full, which means, yeah, you ran out. Which means you went empty. You also, like, this kind of isn't useful in some ways. I almost need a way for it to back up. But surely you also collapsed a little bit? I need to investigate into... Wait, no, is there a separate rubber for you, or are you going to the same one? You're going to a different one. Okay, yeah, you didn't back up. You will, but you didn't. Okay. So, yeah, that means that you are unaffected. We need a way to combine the coal that you are producing in such a way that an excess can go into the sink, but otherwise it can merge on to here. But it's going to be a while now before it produces more. So let's quickly dismantle you, so we can then have the other one back up. I'm amazed that everything didn't grind to a halt. I really am. I never experimented with smart splitters. Filter can be set to allow... Okay, so that's not going to do what I need it to do. But there was like a programmable splitter, and I don't know if that allows me to do selectiveness. So we're collecting that here purely to be able to send into the other thing later. We're making 180. I also wonder, is it a strat to, since we're making 180, maybe we actually just have a tier 2 conveyor belt coming out of here. So it can only come out at a rate of 120. So we will actually back up into these containers here to be able to send it over to the other one if we need to. So yeah, we have 180 coming in, but we only have 120 coming out. And then here... let's actually keep these on us. And we're just going to feed things in manually. Okay, you've got 200 again. You've got 200. These front ones probably didn't run out. I wonder. You definitely did, though. So you have that. You have that. You also almost ran out completely. You also almost did, but you'll get filled up quicker. Okay, good. Alright. Crisis averted for now. I say for now because there's still a backlog of rubber to deal with. We produce, what, 40 per? Yeah, 40 per minute, and we're just not really using any. We're using a very small amount. Alright. How's our plastic doing? Do I have enough to warrant doing a run? Yes, we do. We have a full container. Good. Thump. Okay. Plastic delivery, then geothermal again. Our intended exploration service can resume. How are you going? Oh, you've got 100. Nice. We can pop that into here. Excellent. 60% of the way there on that one. Alright, plastic. Oh, we had actually run out of plastic as well. Okay. Well, that's bad. So how are we going for smart plating? Oh, we have way too much. Okay. That's interesting, because that actually means that this can swap over to making motors again, I think. We are going to swap over to motors, and here, have a stack. And then we'll worry about connecting that back up again. Which I think was a fairly straightforward process. Yeah, so we have this container here with all the smart plating. And then we just need to have that connected on there instead to feed in the stators. And don't overclock it. And then over here... Oh yeah, that's right, yeah, because we were doubling up on the... Oh, we've actually run out up here. Interesting. I guess this is the point now then where we take this... Well, we just deconstruct all of this for a start. And we... Because we're making motors down the other end, that's where we put the Somas loops now. Because we still want double motor production, I think. If you're going to use that many of my resources, I want to get double out of it. Let's make a bunch of black powder real quick. And then make a bunch of nobelisks. So that way we can blow up some more gas-producing things if we come across them while we're exploring. This time, we can now do some more exploring. Let's head off towards the geyser. Now we maybe go this way manually. Okay, so there's like a rocky, barren, volcanic looking area over here. That's interesting. Oh, Mercer Sphere. Let's get distracted. Let's get distracted, everyone. Distracted? Make it English. Oh good, we managed to actually zoom up that slope. Wink. Be on the lookout for other juicy things. Okay, that's the edge of the world for sure. There's some bacon, there's some copper, there's some sulfur. There's nothing in particular down there. There's bound to be something on the top there. There's this weird sort of pathway. The mushrooms seem to give way to weird calcified cacti. Interesting. You are just a slug. Some mushrooms there, like collectible ones. This is a ugly biome. I don't much like this one. See if there's anything useful on it. I mean, there's a geyser somewhere, supposedly. Am I not close enough to have it show up? Or have I gone completely the wrong direction? That's also entirely possible. Oh, fell out of range. And then there's just another one of those guys. This is where I do have a bit of a misgiving about the game, and that's we've got this diverse biome here, but we just have the same creatures. There's a few variants of these guys, though he looks like an aquatic one. He should be in, like, a coral area. These weird things don't seem to change at all. I bet there's something on top of that one. Don't have a good way of getting back up there again now, though. Oh, we passed the geyser. Okay. We completely went around the geyser area. Can I scan for them? I can. We'll see if there's any more around here, too. There's a few. Okay, so there's some over here as well. That's pure, in fact. What's the purity of these? Pure. Okay, so these are all pure. Nice. Looks like there's 3, actually. So there's sulfur and there's geothermal. That makes perfect sense. Pure geyser. Alright. So, power. Geothermal. I can make 2. There we go. There's 1. I want to make sure it doesn't impact on anything else too much. I also don't know where the power, like, connection is. There we go. Okay. Cool. So that's 1. And yeah, it looks like there's 3 here, is there? You're technically not the actual geyser itself. You are. You're pure. And are you another one? No, you're just pools. For some reason I thought it showed up 3. Got 1, we got 2. Oh, there's some in the valley over there. That's right. Oh, but these were impure. That's right, I passed those to get to the quartz. Right. Okay, but there's 2 pure ones here, and that's what we really want. And thankfully we don't have to worry about the aggressiveness of these guys. Otherwise this would be tedious. I mean, we'd have destroyed those pretty quickly, but... Okay. So, I wonder what their power cycle looks like. Can we not look at it? There we go. So 200 minimum, and then when it fires off, it goes up to 600. Pressure sensor. So it goes through a cycle. So we definitely want to have more batteries, I think. So we know that the average is 400. That's a long cycle, too. It's a really long cycle. Okay, so you are sitting at... So at the point that you've just gone to 600. Are the cycles the same? You're just climbing, okay. So they're kind of alternating, it seems. Either intentionally or accidentally, I've managed to make them kind of alternate. Okay, and then our power lines are just over there, so that's handy. There's some poison ones here. I mean, we want to run it more directly, like with the big power pylons, probably. But we can just run it back to our coal and connect it up over there, otherwise. At minimum, we do want to connect it to something, so... I don't think we care about mining the sulfur, at least at the moment. Should have positioned this differently. Never mind. Yeah, let's make this cleaner. Let's go from here, let's just put the power pole actually up here, away from everything else. And do the same thing for here. Let's unify them over here instead. And then we want to run it back that way. Somehow. It's just so much overgrowth here, I think it probably makes sense just to use the little one. We can connect it up to this guy. And we can actually use it to... We could even put it up here, potentially. It's kind of clipping. Okay. So now we can use that to get out of here. Cool, well that's useful. Boom, there we go. Our capacity is way up, but the production will fluctuate, that's the thing. Based on their pressure at the time. But we do at least have... Oh no, that's a 75 again, isn't it, probably? Is that a coal power problem? No? No, maybe not. Maybe it is a stabilization of these two. It's hard to assess them like side by side to see exactly what they're doing. Yeah, you just peaked at the 600, and you are just climbing. Yep, okay. Oh, well, it averages out. Ah, yes, there we go. It dipped, and now it goes up, and then it'll dip again, so it'll be a slight wave effect, but it's not too bad. The 2335 is the important one, because that's at like the lowest amount. There we go, now it's going to dip again. Yep. So it's only a discrepancy of like 40. So that's pretty good. We lined that up pretty well. Okay, well, we've now explored a little more around here. So there's the poison thing up there. I wonder what's up there. Hey, wire is not too long. Good. But we're going to take poison damage quickly. No, we have a gas mask on. It'll use a filter. But that's fine. That's what we have them for. And filters actually seem to last a decent amount of time, so that's good. Oh, it's a purple slug. Okay, well, kind of worth. That's cleared off as much of this as matters, anyway. Get a purple slug for my troughs. Oh, and some more poison. Oh, because it's coming from below, of course. Right, so there's the other guys down there, which is also a pure one, so we can bump that. But we don't have enough motors, so I think we need 3 more. Oh, we need the high-speed connectors and stuff too, so yeah, we can't do another one, but it's good to know it's there. So then there's some nitrogen over here. We've come across that before. I've no idea what I'll use it for yet, but I have previously encountered it, so I know what it looks like. Go over here. If we put this over here, then we're well positioned for when we do have a use for this. Oh, there's another solar sloop. Excellent. Okay, that's handy. I can't quite reach it, so ladder abuse. Just enough. Interesting place of it existing.
Witness the deep and sink for us.
I am still unable to initiate communication. How are you doing it?
We composed a resonance song to curb the effigy, tapping into the inner currents. We sacrificed our blood and our temples and left the metal in from the void to eat our flesh.
That sounds
That's
painful.
a lot to unpack. How do you tap into these inner currents?
Consume our blood, worship at our altars, curb the melody.
I do not understand.
Flat frequencies paint straight lines. The blood is a teacher. Each altar is a window.
Processing data.
That all sounds very weird. It's just energy and consciousness, right? That's basically it. And at some point I should just build a massive ladder. Just to be able to then jump off and then can look around a bit more. Is there really anything much to do? Oh, it does want me to explore up there, actually. That's the black spot that's still on my map. So I guess we just do this. Ladder abuse. Build our own space elevator. Or space star ladder. There's a weird like halo effect around the texture. It's slightly off, so we're not going to be able to get all the way up. That's annoying. Okay, so we're going to have to continue this around somewhere else. Is it overhang around the whole area, or... Oh, there's something up there, because I can hear it. how am I supposed to get up here? I guess from here, perhaps? Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's just a yellow slug, it looks like. It's nothing even special. Nothing particularly special, at least. We're climbing to our orbital platform. Okay, well. It's interesting how you have such a big range to pick things up when you're parachuting. I guess this is a good place to build like a massive foundation highway or something. Like I know that some people do in this game. I personally don't like that way of playing, so we're not going to do that right now. But it would make things a lot easier, wouldn't it? Well, let's deconstruct the other ladder abuse a bit. I know it's a bit hypocritical to, oh, I don't want to build lots of foundations, but I'll build a stack of ladders. At least the ladders are on the ground, not just floating in midair. So, you know, it's a little bit different. So what's over on this lake here, anyway? Got a geothermal area? I don't see all that many slugs and stuff around, which is kind of interesting. Some iron there. Some basic things. Oh, there's a slug. Maybe I'm too far away and that doesn't render things in. That's a problem. Is that a purple slug over here, actually? I think it might be. It is. Okay, yeah, so I need to get a lot closer. I thought I was closer than I was. Turns out I was really high up. Oh, and there's a creature on the top of this thing. How he got there, who knows. The plant with the bugs makes sense. Oh, there's a wreck down here too. Okay, interesting. Surrounded by poison plants, which I think I can explode. Orbital bombardment time. I can't actually remember whether or not this kills them. Yes, it does. Good. Funny, I missed. No, still got it. Good. I don't think I'm going to get those stingers, but that was handy. I did also figure out that you can hit crouch to prematurely ditch your parachute, which is nice. Because I didn't realize that for a long time. I need rubber. Ah, that's annoying. Well, I picked up some plastic. Is there rubber around here? Heavy modular frames, stators. Come on, guys, just give me some rubber. That would just be so convenient. Maybe I'll find another wreck and it'll have rubber. Need a 20. 20 is not much, so yeah, that's good to know. Can a power line reach over there? Yes, it can. Good. This is going to be moderately terrifying. There's actually gas stuff down there. Intimates that maybe there's actually something down there? Doesn't look like it though, so I think it's just meant to kill you quicker if you fall. Yeah, well, that got us there at least. Can we then go like up here? Yes, it's a start. Good. And let's go here. Of course there's these plants that would otherwise be extremely annoying. So that'll be handy, it means we can double more production. Anything over on that little island there? Looks like maybe just a slug. Wire is too long. Go down as far as this. And daisy chain it up there. And a big, heavy, clompy boy that has no right being up on an elevated platform. See, I mind the existence of these things a lot less because they make sense as a diversion, like a thing to keep you away from elevated areas. When they have the big beasts on the elevated areas instead, makes no sense. Alright, now unfortunately this power connection, or power lines, isn't connected up to my main network. So if I come across a wreck that needs power, I'll be out of luck, unless I can make some biomass generators, which I probably can, to be honest. They do not need much. They are not very advanced at all. It looks like there's a platforming segment that lets me get up a bit higher. Oh, there's another wreck over here too. Ah, it's just a blue slug. I hope the wreck gives me rubber. Let's grab you. You're a chunky boy. I see engines, or motors, which is nice. Stators, motor, frames, quick wire, industrial beams, more motors. Come on, I just want some rubber. What do you need? Ah, modular frame. Crunch. Yeah. Nice. That's useful at least. Would like some rubber. I would also like if interactable things highlighted so I knew that I wasn't missing anything that might be just like small. So I'm always paranoid that I'm leaving things behind. Oh well. No luck on the rubber front, but I'm just going to do this because I have so many materials to make that stuff, just so we can half connect down there. We can actually connect that to the next lower one as well, probably. I want to go up further, ideally. Wire is too long. We can get it onto that leaf there. I keep pressing the console key. I don't even know any console commands, and I don't want to use them even if I did. So there's slugs over there. I can hear something is up here. Probably just a slug. Nope, Mercersphere, alright. And I'll leave the plants alone because I think I'll be able to grab this and then go before they poison me. Can I go up here? Surface is too uneven, I might need a foundation. I thought I saw a flicker of blue, but I might have been imagining things. There we go. Oh no, I fell down. There we go. Bit awkward to jump up sometimes. Alright, and then from here, let's go further up if we can. This is where we might just stick a foundation in and be done with it. Go. We can look around a little bit while we're zooming around. Then we can jump up here a little bit. We do that there, and then maybe we can directly connect that. Yeah, there we go. And then we can get rid of this whole intermediary platform there. There we go. A little bit cleaner. Oh. The, wait. I thought the manta ray flew over us or something, but it must be something else. Who knows? It's a long way back home, that's for sure. There's a yellow slug up here. We'll collect that, and we might just take a peek over the far side here before we put any other power lines down. What do we got up here? I feel this is the edge of the world. Still. I do not see anything over here at all. I think it's a stretch to imagine that the world kind of wraps around over there. Maybe as far as the ocean bit there, but I think there's going to be a blocker at some point.